Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Na mami no be hage no.
Ursula.
Enyim is your friend then?
Ursula.
Anya Ursula bio.
Jama akoni.
Enyim
no be na menyim zini baba me say Ursula.
Na a friend Ursula.
Ursula.
Na enyim da no otonje bidia.
The man.
Stories near can be ni.
I'm surprised.
Surprise. I didn't know if it's an audience, sir. Jebidianio, I know this.
I like that.
It's in an area in down.
Yeah.
Honorable Collins, Unimum.
Oh, it's not down so man.
I told him, I would say that's as low as not on Jebidio down so much.
Oh, I see.
What's the question, man? Jebidianio.
Me who time I know on Jebidio.
It's in an area dance.
The most in the way of your say, what don't be the about. That's who got Madame Mamgaga. Yeah, I'm happy. You made a release. We are happy.
And please, I'm getting some very interesting story. Maybe one day we should do this just as a program. I started St. Thomas Aquinas from the Boston Institute. I became a houseboy, later a journalist. Today, I'm an environmental scientist with expertise in sustainability. I set up Ghana's first Islamic TV station, Guidance TV. Prince Zakaria tells his story. Sukrit Safu says, when I met Danfo BA, he could not write his name, let alone sign his signature. I taught him how to do it. When we made money from making films, he decided to establish a school with all his money. Rest in peace, Danfo BA. Indeed. Kwame, when we make these stories our mainstream stories, Ghana will change overnight. It is these uplifting stories that bring and build hope. Hashtag can do spirit. Nana Fredria Uforiata. Well, interestingly, none of us wanted to do this. Alotiji Corps has money to put us here. And then now somebody sends one to Ursula. Says, Ursula's story, I know pa. We were very close friends in Dansuman. I don't want her to shed a tear, but her twin siblings, Ya and Yao, may they continue to find rest. This is from Silly. Silly knows no new maths, no why be a statistician. Yes, he's your only PhD on obeying. The way the system hot, we need some of these stories to prep us up. People take this as a project. Wow. You'll be amazed at the possible outcomes. Okay, I'll leave it there like that for now. And let's see if I find any other story here before. I have a feeling Ursula wants to take over our show. But Kwame, you are talking about others. How about you? And how about your own boss, or say Kwame, despite? Good morning, Chairman General.
Story altogether.
Yeah, today's show is very motivational and good for the youth. It's never too late. Greetings to my buddy Collins and Kweku from David Pesiduka to all of you here this morning. And greetings to Ursula. Ursula, it is what here. We'll be asked that greetings to Ursula. Greetings to Ursula. Today I've told you why Ursula Nanu is not JBDino. Nana Yaukesi was a palm wine tapper. Oh, now I understand why he always signs off with the song beer. In heaven there's no beer. Fawas in Amasaman. So I just hope that you keep inspired. My son keeps failing mathematics. Now I have hope. Well, don't worry. For me, I'm scared of math. Chairman General, I was a street hawker. I later became a journalist with Class Media Group. Today, I am a businessman in South Korea. Michael, or is it? Oh, Ibrahim sends that one. And then this one says, okay, yeah, fire. I realized so. Thank you. I was speed, you know. Oh, I see. Honorable Collins is a mini Daddy Lumba. He should give us an a cappella. Nana Kwesi Asante. Okay. Kwame, my sister Mama Pat. You know Mama Pat? MP Asokwa. Used to sell ice water at Kokuntease Church station in Amokum. You can check with her. Dr. Sribo Kweku. Ha, you guys. I am the son of a settler farmer at Anansu, a village 24 kilometers from BBN. No road, no electricity, no pipe-borne water then. We had to walk to BBN to write our exams. I have engaged in anything you can think about farming. Today, I have a PhD in economics.
Nice. And director of elections. He's one person. They be a prison. My honor, I
finished Nalerigu Secondary School, where our O-level results were cancelled by WAEC. I had to sit at home for 1 year, write the last O-level exam by WAEC, went to teacher training college, wrote the last A-levels, and later went to KNU to do planning, and Coventry University for my MBA in finance. God has been good. PKK in Tamale. So many inspirational stories this morning. So many inspirational stories this morning. And we thank God for life. Kwame, my big brother was sacked from Boamponsem Secondary School and went to St. Mary Secondary School, Apoa. He didn't pass his O-levels. To the glory of God, he's an aeronautic engineer today in Rotterdam. Charlie, there are stories. My father used to weed people's farms before he eats. Today, he owns a safety wear shop in Ashaiman. It's opposite the Ashaiman police station. You can check. He's been able to put my junior brother and I into university. We are both studying electrical engineering, both in final year. But the difference, I'm offering BTech and HND electricals for my brother. DK Fiakuma News site. Are you aware Professor Jampo was my teaching colleague at Saba Road International, now John Harvard at Kokumlemle? Boy. Kwame. Oh, okay. Jampo comes back. They actually sacked me from the school because I couldn't speak the Ghana well. Baby, I say I had to teach the guy to keep body and soul together. Kwame, anytime the kids came to me, they spoke Ga, and I couldn't. But he was a Ga teacher. Oh my God. My late old man, Professor Michael Albert Kwame Napo Sr., did not also attend secondary school. He was a pupil teacher who studied for O and A levels privately and went to Legon eventually. Meanwhile, Professor Kwame Napo is one of the foremost authorities on so many things, history and what have you. Somebody says, Kwame, you to tell your story. Don't worry, one day. The current deputy registrar of the Legon Hospital started out as a cleaner at Issa in Legon. You may want to check that too. Inspirational stories. Thank you all very much for sharing a bit of your lives with us. I started out by selling rubber bags and Pookie. Pookie, you remember the Pookie ice cream? Pookie. In Kumasi Market. I was brought to Accra to a witch camp for deliverance about something I knew nothing about. Today, to the glory of God, I'm a holder of a double master's and 13 years experience at GCB Bank. KK, I bless you too. This one says, Professor Jampo, I now understand why he's tough. Tough as nails. Prabu Street.
Oh no, you. No one is all your hardcore guys.
This one says, I was a kebab seller at Winneba Junction. Today, by the grace of God, I'm an auditor at the University of Education, Grazak Finance Officer, and Senior Staff Association, University of Ghana Trustee. It was by grace. Dr. Eric Abro, and by Kwame. Talk about those who are falling from grace to grass is important. That one, if you go and mention names, you probably may seem as if say you're running them down. Let's talk about the grass to grace. Why? I think that will be more inspirational for people. Kwame, I had no secondary education. I have 4 separate degrees today. I am a CEO with about 4 business, and I employ 25 people. And Kwame, Odia Nkan was a trotro mate, a kerosene seller, and also had crab catching experience. And this is from Nanaya Okesi. He's paying your dink, he came back. I see. Now this one, it says, Maza, let's see what we have here. 1, 2. I was brought all the way from Bongo Balungo in the Upper East region. I became chairman of the Sports Callers Association in Accra, later national president Sports Callers. Today, I'm the Greater Accra representative of Brekum Chelsea Football Club, and I have a master's in accounting from UCC. Inko Joseph. Inko, thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you for the other day as well. You, Kwame, you think we don't know. I heard your struggle from GBC through Radio Gold and Despitemedia. Master P, one day, those who know me well, I'm going to be on the stream from Okpongolo to Benz. I can't tell me Tommy first Mercedes. Hey, Raddy. Anyway, Peace 104.3. Yes, sir.
An ex-COP. And you know,
okay.
Maxwell, Atingani.
Oh, I think, yeah.
One more message you there. Only more lines. Also, in the 1970s, I was a dishwasher at a chop bar at Roman Hill, a houseboy at Offenso, a driver's mate at Ahinsan Station, Roman Hill. I finally ended as a commissioner of police from Maxwell Tingani. I interviewed them security expert, Paul Boatin.
No.
Also, no so one because he's somebody need predictions and need be an analysis. Obum. Also, no so. Oko one cause again in school. Nazo oyeyamo oko SDA college. If you want no person okro at the UDS, Ogenya ni first degree. Next year here, oye no master's degree for London.
Kwame Sefa Kayi, I do not believe Ursula Owusu sold charcoal. Listen, I met her at Esium. She was dressed as a queen mother and Koswahima. And her skin was so nice and beautiful. Darby, this no be charcoal seller and skin shop. It's from Kwabena Richardson. Kwabena, for those who know the story, I'm not telling you a story. It's not a story. Or not here.
Me, what am I mean? Pony who kakranchire. Me mami eton bidie. Enye nkoko. Eye poultry feed. Eton provisions.
Ayo.
Wow.
What if you want to make cancer with your rabent wunyebi? Nyen niswa. We did it and everything. It me wo university kura na me tontoniema. Me call Saudi. Me swa yen leather goods bi joromi embroidery beads ni ade nyina alcohol koton e. Me ba man me de mi sika na act to gold kakra na me de ababa beton wa ha. Enti hard work there edumaden me ma be asem o kan ne se edumaden nkunipa na wontumi ntina me fie hanso mesamo na ho na enyema wo betwi gotem me brother ni maduane no because come the one obi na wa share kitchen ya watama me nyame mfa ne crancy
amen
nyobi na wa share kitchen aye adua oya yellow corn jollof if you know what that is yellow corn or the jollof samuni wanna come then now kambom sa no ayo say Miami yellow corn jollof first time I me ko abuchire na me wo university says that time no na to me tietia osika na nyame yo adom na unya visa no akọ job kakra holidays no aba na me ye adwuma wo me ye 3 jobs because the ticket na me try na was to me enya say me nya me ko free and was me nya sika betri aka na me nya kakra e to me boto me had 3 jobs. First job am go here Asda. Yeah, me nka me yewu me free Ghana. Cold room na me stock ko milk ne cheese ne nam ne ade to come and fill the shelves. Ujina nanso eye adwuma saa mekọ dem na me ho percent de yede me akọ chef fridge me no apie aba be hyehyɛ eniema wo shelves so ama usisi me ko fie na mka kyerɛ me cousin say ken we dey ade me tun konko ye bi on say na wo nya bi wo be de wo ba betra hada sorry wo be san akọ next one na me nya Whitechapel Hospital na me clean toilets move for abodanfo na dakro Kevin, I'll never forget that incident. The craziest madman there, patient there. Sorry, send me friend madman. Craziest patient there. Me cleaning the toilet now, so. Now make come. Kevin, go back. Nurses need the American on the panel they need to call. Lord knows what would have done to me there. Me cleaning toilet, ama sebi omo umtrimu kika kakra. Nenti ene uhu so bi tika mu srepen na okwa ka hu se wa brembi nya so otenemu ene 2 years. There are few other things maya dakro ye nya adaje a ya kan ye dia encourage young people ne say bibia won sabenya ye biaye na through that na benya experience any niema ebeboa wodachi.
I'll come back to you. This one says,
we are talking about the survival instincts in every human being. God has given you the spirit to survive.
But
you see, the mind should be so creative. To them, Mrs. Terry na Ochatiki to call. Look, you have to survive.
But you see, unfortunately, anyo biya no benyanedam. Enyamiadum. And a school call, and maybe there's a little element of luck somewhere, because I don't know.
I don't know is all because the God gene is always in us. I don't know is all. But you should be in leadership,
and you need to take advantage of opportunities. Never.
I have constructed the biggest fishing ponds in Cape Coast, banana marble stock, because I realized sika wom e bangana boto catfish e hwe no ba ne me wo swampy area wo mo farm o I didn't know them here.
And Pocho, I don't know how far this is true, but it hasn't added a name. It says the director of internal audit in Parliament was once a fufu pounder at the Parliament canteen.
Wow.
Kwame Ozamko.
Na wana shuma.
Oh, Kwame.
Listen besra.
Why issue statement
Obi say tell Alote Jacobs he should save the survival story for some Saturday morning show. This is Kokroko and it's Wednesday edition. And we do the do here. Fire no zono be.
But more explain them extension in. It's very important.
Oh well, of course. Where do head okay, Fire will start doing the do. We'll start doing the do.
5 minutes.
But before we start doing the do, no, I saw sugarcane, of which I went to the farms myself to negotiate and sit on the loading cars back to Kumasi just to pay my SHS admission fees because my family didn't believe in educating the female. Today, I am the breadwinner of that same family after losing both parents. And today, I am the communications specialist of a World Bank project at the Ministry of Communications, and I work with Ursula. I am also at the Ghana School of Law. Mami Bruni sends that one. By the way, before Ursula speaks, we say thank you for the SIM registration extension. I was part of those who was pushing for it. Alex Esiama. One of my big sisters, Leslie, who's in Zurich, I used to sell bread every morning before and evening after school. Greetings to Ursula. Okay. Okay. This one says I beg you, if you don't stop what you're doing, some of us will cry. Oh, it's been God's grace and the help of many, many people. Simon, I know, bro. Nyamia dum.
Yeah, Momo Adumo Adum.
Nyamia dum. Obise Kwame. Honorable Edu, former MP Tema, lawyer, former majority leader, minister, etc., etc. Check. SDA teacher training. Wrote his A level. Was refused admission to Legon. Had to write O level a year after, and the rest is history. Sold kerosene, served appetition at the family bar. Fire say we should do the duo. You've brought a lot of tears into my eyes this morning for reminding me of my own whining experience home and abroad. I want you to have one-on-one with Kofi Apalu one day, and the youth will learn. There's always hope if they choose education above everything. Angelo sends that one. Gordon Saibediako. No, Tony was Sainsbury or London in 1997. I say, imagine my height and selling at Sainsbury's.
No more factory Jumani assembly line Juma or London. Stories and security man.
Now, God, you on the shelf near oh boy. Okay, one day we'll do an inspirational for other people, and
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.